Welcome YouTube modeling community. It's Brian here and Got Fuel's Monte Carlo Garage, and I got the big reveal coming for the Cadillac, the Foose Cadillac. I just wanted to do a lot of people have been doing their 2020 builds, and I wanted to do the same. But almost all my builds except for two were done in 2020 here. And I just wanted to give a chronological order of what I've done over the last, I guess, 15 months. Let me say this, it was about, I'm going to guess October of 2019. I had a video come up in my YouTube feed, and it was a modeler. I could not tell you who it was. I don't know why it come up. It was just one of those random things. And I said, let me, I know I still got some paints, some old Testors enamels. I had them out about 5 years before that. I tried to get my grandson to build a model, and he just was not interested. ADHD. And I went looking for my paints, and I found them, and lo and behold, there was a model in the box. It was the 1968 Foose Firebird, and I had painted it. I don't remember buying the model. I don't remember painting it, but the paint on it had it cracked. It looked like an old dry rotted tire is what it looked like. So I began my attempts at stripping the paint, sanding it down, everything I could. Then I joined a modeling group and found out some tips on doing it. And I wound up stripping it about, I don't know, must have been 5 times. I just could not get happy with it. In the meantime, I built another model. And that'll be the one I'll show you first, the one I completed, and then we'll go into the Foose. So that being said, let's go check out what I've done over the last 15 months. We'll catch you on the tripod. All right, we're down here on the tripod. Like I said, I went and purchased this one, the 68 Camaro. I stripped all the chrome off the wheels. Or no, those wheels didn't come chromed. That's right. This was done in an acrylic paint, and what you call them, the craft acrylic. It was cleared with the Rust-Oleum 2X. It did look really good when it was first clear coated, but the Rust-Oleum 2X kind of it fades out, it dulls out over time, is what I've noticed. I polished them, I waxed them, I sanded them down, but that was my final result. The interior was subpar. It was good for, let me get a pair of tweezers so I can take the hood off, or maybe I can just turn it over. So that was the engine compartment. It wasn't bad. No wiring yet. The interior was subpar. I was happy. I was ecstatic. I was, man, first model, and I'm 50 now. That was 49 then, 48. I was 48 in October of 15 months ago, and I was so stoked. I was like, man, so happy to be doing this again. I can't believe I've been gone for so long. Then I finally got some paint that I could live with on the Foose Firebird 68. And same, it was a craft acrylic over a black primer, I believe. And same Rust-Oleum 2X. It has faded. It's nowhere near as high gloss as it was when I first finished it up. Some pretty decent engine detail. I doubt that's picking it up very much. Interior, I was just really happy with the interior when I finished up with it. So then I moved on to my first Createx paint in an automotive 2K. And I was really happy with the results. The paint is still just as good as it was the day I put it on there, the body paint. So that's what I wound up with. Not a lot of super engine detail. We went yellow on the motor for some reason. I said, what the hell? But it's fairly detailed up. I was even more happy with it. Bottom started to come into life. And I got hooked on Foose. And what is this, the 69, I believe, Impala. And we made a tail dragger out of it. Was really getting pumped at how much better I was getting at just the paint, the body paint of a model car. I still have I got a somewhat of like a fisheye right there, what they call a pinhole from oil or something on the paint when I put the 2K on it. Bottom. And come on, engine compartment hadn't wired one up yet. I was wanting to. I was checking into it, trying to find an affordable means of doing it. Okay, well, set that one aside. And then what is this? The 66 Nova Pro Street. Starting to get a little bit better at shooting the 2K. That was number 3. I was beginning to get the ratios fine-tuned on the reducer and how much reducer I needed. And I started getting better with the washes, and done a 2-tone on the interior of white and blue. Didn't make it an actual Pro Street. I made it so you can have passengers in it. So yeah, I was coming around. I was getting better. Not a lot of engine detail in this one. Then came the Foose FD100. I really got on the Foose trip. I gotta say though, there's some great models, that's for sure. This was Createx 2. This was candy lemon yellow over a metallic white base. Both fine and coarse. The bid was just a decal. That's when I was really starting to get into more detail. 2-tone the master cylinder down there on the bottom, power brake booster. And this was my first engine wire. First time I wired an engine. Hopefully you can see that pretty good. Then came, I believe it's the 67 Foose Impala. Did I wire this one? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I've wired every one since then. Yes, I did. That's when I felt like my engine detail was getting much better. That engine, those hoses and all were a pain to put in that model. Those AC hoses and all. But a couple side shots. And that's a candy black. Createx candy black. Then I got the, is it the 65, I believe, Chevy Pickup. I actually went to my wife on this one for the color. And she looked at it and looked at it and looked at it and she said, pink. So I said, okay, I'm going to mix it with some pearl. I'm going to do, it was a Createx pearl red and Createx pearl white mix, and I named it the Pepto Pickup because God almighty, this thing looks just like Pepto-Bismol. I done the exhaust on that one, and there's good engine detail down in there, but this one is way down in there deep. So, and then came the Monte Carlo, the 70 Monte Carlo. That's when, after I painted that one, that's when I started thinking about doing a YouTube channel. One of the Facebook groups I was on, I just got, I got like 600 likes, and I'm like, wow. And I actually posted the FD100 to my Facebook cover photo, and one of my friends thought it was a real pickup truck. Whose truck? Mine. So yeah, I was pretty happy with this one. This is the one I entered into the contest, into the online contest, and got first honorable mention. So really, I was the second place loser. And then I went into the Ford 57 gasser. And this was also Createx custom mix, black pearl and candy 2.0 grabber orange. I got to silence that. And this was also my first YouTube video, the build of this particular model. I kind of got started half in it. It's the one where I showed you how I do my distributor and wire the engine up. And then my first full YouTube video was the 69 302 Ford Boss. That was my first full YouTube video building that. And it was Createx pearl yellow. And then y'all know I got started on the Anko build, and or the restoration, and I entered the cancer awareness build, the 53 Chevrolet Corvette. I had to put the Anko restoration to the side and work on this one for the month of October. And then I finished up with the Anko restoration, which y'all know, also most of y'all know about. I was picking up a good bit of subscribers back then. Was getting a lot of love from y'all. I really appreciate it. It meant a lot. And now, drum roll. The first official completed build of 2021. Foose Cadillac. I sure hope the colors on this are coming through. Let me readjust. Got the camera too in 4K mode, so this build, you know, when you make the statement something fell apart, when you say something falls together, well, that's what this model did. It literally fell together. There was absolutely no fitment issues. The only problem I had, as I mentioned when I was doing the paint prep, was the hood. And I took it and I heated it up with the blow dryer. I got it into shape where it sat much better. Well, as it sat, the longer it sat, the more it went into wobble mode. It's losing its shape. It's almost back to where it was when I first opened the kit, which is, I must say, disappointing. But other than that, this was a fantastic kit to build. I've made the mention before, I will be purchasing all the Foose kits again. They are all just phenomenal kits to build, and especially this one. I could not be more pleased with how it turned out. Get this off. Take the hood off. Get a look at the engine. Hopefully there's enough light. But I'll definitely be getting pictures, interior, of course, at the end of the video, where y'all can get a good look at everything. Pause the video, whatever you want to do, speed through it. It don't make no difference to me. And then I was putting that on the very last thing, and my hole back here was a tad too tight. The back window popped out. I was like, oh no. So I had to pull out the vice drill and drill the hole out a tiny bit. But yep, there it is. Sorry about that, battery died, but so yep, there it is. We get some final pictures of it and get it put up on the end of the video. So thank you all for watching Got Fuel's Monte Carlo Garage, and we will catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching.